For fuck's sake, YouTube. I got 2 beers for the video response, but I don't think 2 is going to be enough. I don't currently have any more alcohol, but that's all right. So we got a shoe on head video exposing the creepy child protection organization known as Prostasia. What the fuck? Ugh.
God has allowed me to live for one more day, and I'm going to make it your problem.
It should be legal to kill sick fucks, but what do I know?
So I found a thing, and I must tell you about the thing. When I see a thing, you gotta see a thing. That is the rules, that is what you signed up for.
So check out Shoe on Head. She's a cute YouTuber, adult, emphasis on the word adult, and she makes videos.
Now some of you might actually already know about this, but I just discovered it sort of recently, and I really wanted to talk about it.
This is the kind of shit that makes me want to drink. So subscribe to
Boglin Reacts.
Prostasia, a website dedicated to the protection of children.
Yeah, fuck Prostasia. They're a bunch of lying cocksuckers.
Sounds great, right? Who would be against a website dedicated to protecting children? What is wrong with you, Shu? Well, many things. However, when you first look at the website, it looks like a good thing. But the more you read, the more you go, Now, before we get started, everything I'm going to say here is alleged. I'm not making any statements. This is based off of things on the website. This is based off of things I have read with my own 2 eyes. So if you have an issue, take it up with my lawyer. Okay, with that out of the way, 3, 2, 1, Recently, Prostasia created a map support group. So if you don't know what a map is, I have a plethora of videos about maps. I will link the playlist below. But a map is a minor attracted person. It is a politically correct term for pedophile.
Fuck
PDF
files, dude.
So yes, this whole ass organization is using the word map. We went from maps being a niche Tumblr.
That just makes Dora the Explorer that much more creepier. But that dude saying, he's the map, he's the map, he's the map. Nope.
That people sort of laughed off as a joke to this in 4 years. But put a pin in this because we will be, unfortunately, coming back to the map support group later on in this video.
Fuck the Forbidden 4. It's just not that difficult. It's really not. It's simple enough. Fuck the Forbidden 4.
So Prostasia believes the best way to prevent child abuse, the solution to pedophilia, is acceptance and normalization. Now I personally believe there are several different solutions to pedophilia.
Yeah, there is a solution to
PDF files.
It's called a bullet between their sick fucking eyes.
9mm, 20mm, 40mm. I'm just kidding. If this was a website, if this was an organization actually dedicated to like helping these people get therapy, helping them get set up with real therapists, I wouldn't care. That would be great.
Yes, encouraging sickos to get psychological help. No shit. There are people out there trying to make this shit, this creepy, disgusting child abuse shit, more accepted in our society, and it pisses me off.
Great, that is what we want. Like, we want these people, like, you know, sort of away from society. We want them away from children and getting help. But this ain't that.
I'll drink to that, Shoe on Head.
Oh, this ain't that. You see, Prostasia is not recognized by the US government as a child protection organization. There are no professionals, no professional therapists involved with this whatsoever. Professionals who work in child protective services have completely dismissed them, and childwelfare.gov does not list them anywhere in their thousands and thousands of child protective organizations. But despite all of that,
think of the children, man. This is so messed up.
It's literally tax exempted.
A child molestation group is tax exempt. And I'm over here like,
It is a tax-exempted pedophile club. So it's a church. Just kidding. My Catholic family is not going to like that. Just kidding. I love Jesus Christ. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, give us a daily bread. Forgive us of those trespassers. In July 2019, PayPal ceased its relationship with Prostasia because it apparently violated policy on transactions involving, encouraging, promoting, facilitating, or instructing others to engage in illegal activity. Little sus. Now, all over their website are words like free speech and sex positivity.
Yeah, but if you want to be sex positive on everything else, minus the forbidden four, that's different. What part of you don't? Okay, I'm not going to repeat the forbidden four. Because you already know what's up. Fuck sickos. Like, I'm over this shit. What part of children, dead bodies, and animals and your relatives you leave alone? I'm not going to repeat the forbidden four.
Like, they recently had some webinar, and I'm not even joking, this is what it was called. Prostasia tries really hard to roleplay as this, like, hip, modern, inclusive organization. But at the end of the day, they're just another NAMBLA. They're just another Lincoln project. Now at this point, you're probably thinking, Shu, this isn't that bad. You know, maybe their heart is in the right place. Keep watching. An advisor to the Canadian Centre for Child Protection had to say this about Prostasia.
Are there any Prostasia campaigns that don't undermine online child protection? They claim to be a child protection org, but it's hard to find an issue where they err on the side of actual child protection. Prostasia doesn't have a victim focus, full stop.
The goals of Prostasia is very clearly to protect the feelings of grown-ass adults. That is their top priority, but they have other priorities. Another thing they advocate for is the legalization of drawn CP. Now, I don't really know where I stand on this. Drawings are not real, just like fantasy.
Because drawings aren't real doesn't mean you should be doing them. That's gross.
See your roleplay or whatever, nobody's getting hurt, and the main concern is children being hurt or exploited. Whether looking at material like that is harmful, that's like a whole different debate, a whole different video. But like, look, I can literally draw a stick figure right now. Ready? Let's give her big milkers. There we go. Awooga, right? Well, she's under 18. There are federal agents at your door. But another battle they are fighting is for the legalization of child sex dolls. Recently, some mother had to fight to get a doll removed from being sold because it was based on her 8-year-old daughter.
God damn it, that is so gross.
What up, YouTube?
And another focus of theirs, and I'm not joking, is to abolish the sex offender registry. Now, why would Prostasia want to abolish the sex offender registry?
You got my thoughts on the sex offendery list? It needs to go back to the way it was. But some bigoted cocksucker decided they wanted to protect sick fucks. So now, the sex offendery list says you're just on the list. It doesn't say what you're on there for, because people were going around and killing
PDF files.
Well, let's talk about who runs Prostasia, shall we? Who is behind this organization? In May 2020, somebody asked the founder of Prostasia, Jeremy Malcolm, if they accepted self-admitted pedophiles as volunteers. Jeremy Malcolm replied, "We don't make a policy of asking people about their sexuality before they are allowed to volunteer."
That is not a sexuality. We're not going to make it a sexuality. That's just fucking disgusting. Like, fuck off. It should be legal to kill sick fucks, dude.
Their sexuality.
The look on Shoe on Head's face pretty much sums up how I'm feeling. Like, where's the weed? Where's the alcohol? Because I cannot cope with this right in that strip. Fuck these goddamn assholes. Bunch of sick fucks.
Right. The Council of Ghouls consists of convicted sex offender Guy Hamilton Smith. And they also had convicted sex offender Jeff White on board for a while. So I think we figured out why they want to get rid of the sex offender registry. By the way, when a family lawyer called into question...
Okay, so Prostasia, you talk about protecting children, but if you're trying to abolish the sicko offendery list, something tells me you're full of shit, and what your real intentions are, you fucking nasty ass motherfucker.
Jeff White's sketchy history of, child diddling. The family lawyer received threats from Jeremy Malcolm, the founder, that basically said, you leave us alone, we'll leave you alone. Capiche? And after that, they apparently stopped disclosing who works for them. They stopped disclosing the staff, the volunteers. It's a big mystery now. But don't worry, it's not all convicted sex offenders. They also have clinical psychologist Dr. James Cantor, who had to say this.
Speaking as a gay man, I believe we should include the P.
No! Stop! Dr. James Cantor, go fuck yourself, you nasty motherfucker.
To do otherwise is to betray the principles that give us our rights.
For the last f***ing time. Gay. Male. Male. Lesbian. Female. Female. Bi. Female. Male. Pedophile. Adult. Child. It has nothing to do with gender. It has nothing to do with sexuality. Children can be male or female. Pedophiles can be straight, gay, bi. As the CEO of bisexuality, we disavow. But I know this is a weak comparison, but seriously, this would be like making any one of my sick fetishes part of the LGBTQ alphabet. Yeah guys, we need to add S to LGBT. Lesbian, gay, bi, trans, spit in my mouth. It's not how that works.
You can't sit with us!
But they also had a nice woman named Sheila who worked with them for a little while, and she had this to say on Christmas, December 2019.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't even want to read this tweet. I'm so grossed out. But Sheila Van Den Henville Collins, you're a nasty...
Christmas to everyone, including the Nepiophiles, pedophiles, hebephiles, and ebahebephiles, who have to put up with people like blank, virtue signaling and perpetuating stigma every single day of the year.
It's not about perpetuating and virtue signaling. It's about morals. What the Oh, God. Oh, God, this video is... Why am I watching this? Oh, God, this is so gross, YouTube.
Now, if you are a normal person...
Yeah, a normal person would say, you don't touch kids.
And therefore you do not know what a Nepiaphile is. A Nepiaphile is someone who is attracted to babies.
What? It's just, oh my God, that's so fucking gross, dude. Jesus Christ. Ugh. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Oh, God, dude. Oh, God, dude. I really wish I would have walked down to the store and bought more alcohol for this. Oh, well. 2 beers will have to do, I guess. So we see Shoe on Head putting on some kind of fancy spacesuit. $375 million years ago.
So where does their
That little skit she did was funny, but
funding come from? Well, cryptocurrency. Of course! But also, get this, Amazon Smile. You could literally select them as a charity on Amazon. So while I was doing my sleuthing around at 4 a.m. like a f***ing freak,
Okay, you want to donate money to save animals?
high off adrenaline, just absolutely on my QAnon grind, I actually found the director of the organization.
So, what's this fucking cocksucker's name? Noah Berlatsky. Fuck you to the moon.
Of the organization. Meet Noah Berlatsky.
Nasty motherfucker.
The main character of this story. Now, our friend Noah has some interesting takes. Pedophiles are essentially a stigmatized group.
Wow! No shit! Okay, so here's a smart tweet from Noah himself. I've used the word smart sarcastically.
PDF files
are essentially a stigmatized group. Certain people get designated as deviants. People hate them because it's disgusting that the thought of people having sex with kids is so gross. You know?
Parents are tyrants. Parents.
And he then goes on to say that parents are tyrants. The word parent is an oppressive class like rich people or white people. And there he goes, blaming white people. Jesus fucking Christ. I am so sick of that. That's for another video. Don't even know.
He also wrote a few blogs on the Prostasia website.
Child sex workers' biggest threat: the police.
Well, of course, I'm glad that there are police officers taking these sick fucks down, dude.
Okay, let's back up for a second. There's no such thing as a child sex worker, Noah. That's called a human trafficking victim.
Preach it, shoe on head.
This one is called The Science Behind Adolescent Autonomy. Should a 15-year-old be able to vote?
No, dude. If you're voting, should be left to 18 and above.
Should a 13-year-old be able to decide when to go to bed? Should a 16-year-old be able to decide to sex with their significant other? Should a 12-year-old be allowed to choose what to eat and what not to eat for dinner? Rather than outsourcing our ethics and
they're trying to compare food to this.
And ill-informed readings of neuroscience data, we need to acknowledge that the real corrupter of judgment, of kindness, of tolerance, is power. If we refuse to let young people advocate for themselves...
Yes, but just because young people are able to make decisions doesn't mean they're mature enough to understand the consequences of their actions. Fuck this Noah asshole, dude.
Or refuse to grant them bodily autonomy, it is not because there is something wrong with their decision-making capacity, it is because there is something wrong with ours. Therefore, let me touch your children. No f***ing idea what he's getting at here.
No shit.
The echo chamber of alt-right conspiracy theorists and sexual conservatives who wield the stigma around pedophilia as a potent weapon to undermine the progress of the LGBT movement. So it is true that years ago, and still today, pedophilia was used to fearmonger about gay people. And all gay people aren't pedophiles, obviously.
Yeah, and this is what pisses me off. I know several people in my life who are gay. And the fact that you're trying to undermine the LGBTQ plus community with
PDF files
bullshit is gonna set them back decades, dude, years. You know what fucking kills me? There are people out there trying to legalize this fucking sick shit, and I'm over here like, what about cannabis?
See, here's the flaw in what you said. You are. Wow, look at all these crazy conservatives calling the LGBT community pedophiles. Isn't that f***ed up?
Oh, the reason why is because there are people who are trying to use the LGBTQ community as a platform to try to legalize this sick shit.
And it pisses me off.
Like, oh, two dudes are about to fuck each other. It's like, no, dude, we're not having that argument, dog.
Well, yeah, but what does that have to do with you?
So I also just found out he's written something about how Bernie Sanders has to be nice.
Oh. No, fuck you attacking Bernie Sanders, you piece of fucking shit. I'm so pissed right now, dude. Ooh.
Be nicer to the liberal elite? That's just funny.
This Noah Berlatsky is a big ass fucking
regard.
If I ever saw one. Holy crap. Now calling this guy
regarded
is an insult to read.
Regards.
Then I was thinking to myself, why does this Noah dude's account look so familiar? Turns out, he's the fucking journalist who got mad at me like a year ago for criticizing the Netflix movie Cuties.
Oh, major shocker!
Audiences hate it because there's a moral panic right-wing campaign targeting it.
And then you gotta make this an issue about race and sexism, you sick fucking bastard. If you were a 11, 12, 13-year-old boy watching Cuties, it would be different. Because those are chicks your own age, okay? But they... No, dude. Just no, stop.
Fueled in part by racism and sexism directed at a black woman filmmaker. Wrong. Leftists like Shoe on Head and Vosh are critical of the film. Shoe on Head is a notorious alt-right asshole. Also, you just tagged 2 aggressive, horrible accounts. Please delete that tweet. You're putting people on the thread at risk.
Oh, boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! Wah! Poor widow Noah's got his widow feelings hurt. Wah! Go fuck yourself.
Oh yes, and that reminds me, do you remember this guy who said I was too mean to pedophiles?
I feel that only at around the age of 4 are children perhaps able to consent to sexual acts.
No! This sick fuck did not just say that.
Go to jail! Well, he got arrested.
Internet troll Amos Yee charged with child porn. Major shocker. Want to sniff it? No. Oh my god, he really just said the age of consent should be at what? Oh god, that was so gross.
All my haters are demons, may they not see the gates, amen.
Okay, don't demonize demons like that, honey.
So let's go back to that MAP support group. Let's read a little more about it. Community rules. 1. You must be committed to never engaging in sexual activity with a child. Well, the f***ing organization already broke rule number 1. But anyway, rule number 2. You must be at least 13 years old to join this chat.
Wait, what?
In case you missed that, 13 years old. So that means there are whole ass adults who admit they are attracted to children in private chat rooms with children. I'm going to commit a war crime.
I'm gonna drinking a beer and fuck this shit.
So here's a screen cap of apparently what goes on in said chats. What's your age of attraction? Little boys are perfect. I think 1 to 7. Mine's 1 to 10. As long as it's before puberty, pretty much. Just an innocent support club dedicated to protecting children. My f***ing ass.
My fucking ass, she says.
Hey,
Yeah, no
so
shit.
I'm actually editing this video right now. And while I was collecting screen caps, I saw an address at the bottom of their website. And so I was curious. And I Googled it. And I swear to fucking God, right across the street from the building, listed on their website, is an elementary school. There's the elementary school, and there's the building.
Jesus fucking H.
There's their building, there's the elementary school.
That is messed up. Stop. Prostasia's headquarters is right across the street from an elementary school. Oh my fucking god, dude. It's fucking disgusting.
200 feet away. No, really, what the f*** is this? You couldn't even write this. I don't like it. Sorry, I don't like it.
Don't be sorry. This is fucked up, Sean Head. I'm right there with you, hon.
They have a forum. Let us now go! Read the big-brained discussion. I commonly hear the phrase, insert sexual activity, should be legal, as long as it's done between consenting adults. What does Prostasia think about the possibility of instead using the term consenting persons? Consenting adults is an unrealistically exclusionary term. But changing subjects, do you know the age of consent here in Brazil is 14 years old? That's an interesting fact, isn't it? No. Wow, there's another Brazilian here at the forum. I didn't know. What's going on, Brazil? Pedophiles are usually friendly and happy. Sometimes they do things they shouldn't, like breaking some law, but they usually try to reduce that to a minimum whenever possible. Oh my god. Ped means child. Phile is lover. Phile doesn't actually refer to pure sexual. Cope. Officer, you don't understand. I am in love with the 2-year-old. Did you know that even the sex offender registry is based on the stranger danger propaganda?
The stranger danger that's the thing. Jesus Christ, these people need fucking help. Fuck's sake. So drink with me and say it with me. Fuck.
PDF files.
The stranger danger propaganda is this. Very ugly, repulsive, hairy, fat, antisocial male who has no social life, who lurks around schools and gives sugar candies to children so children can follow him. Yes, the stranger danger propaganda is behind the sex offender registry. These registries are based on emotion and fear.
It's not based off of emotions and fears, you stupid motherfuckers. It's based off of common sense, good morals. God damn it, dude.
And outrages for isolated cases that were propagated and exaggerated by the media. So people thought that kidnappings, rape, and abuse were everywhere. The fact that whole laws, registries, fears, and ideas are based on this stereotypical boogeyman simply proves that pedophilia is nothing more than a baseless fear. Why do people have problems admitting that pedophilia doesn't exist? And it's entirely made-up concept that's used to describe
Jesus Christ, there are people who think like this?
sex between adult people and young people? Obscenity laws, in and of themselves, should be abolished. I personally think that non-offending pedophiles could become part of the LGBT community. Adults are often touch-deprived. Our workplaces are conscious of sexual harassment.
Just because adults are often touch-deprived doesn't mean shit, okay? It doesn't mean shit.
And society has broadened culturally. Our need for touch is often fulfilled by children. The belief that pedophiles are sadistic abusers by nature is deeply ingrained in law enforcement culture. I don't know about everyone else, but when someone tells me, insert person here touched a child, my reaction is, okay, if touching a child is a crime, then every parent should be in prison.
Do not, oh! There was a big difference, YouTube, between giving your child a hug and sticking your dick inside of them, you fucking twisted motherfuckers.
Got him! Where would you want to live? My answers are Japan, Germany. Hard choice between Japan and USA. For some reason, I've thought about this, and it's been a factor in deciding where I want to move, even if I have zero plans on doing so. Well, I'll just go ahead and tell you guys, LOL. Also Japan. Moving to Finland. It's not Japan, but it's so much easier to move to Finland, since Finland is pretty much the Japan of Europe when it comes to their laws. So that's nice. Anyway, thanks and good luck to you all. Unlike most anarchists, I believe that the concept of age-based hierarchy can and should be abolished. On Twitter, there appears to be a large amount of people who support making it a felony to look at children in public for sexual arousal. I'd like to see them try and stop me. I think we have lost the war. What war, you may ask? The war for sexual rights, of course.
You don't get sexual rights when you're doing this shit.
They can't understand that pedophilia is an entirely made-up word. They can't understand that a majority of rapes are made by someone the child already knows. Rapes in quotes. The sheer audacity to use this Holocaust poem in defense of pedophilia? Unparalleled. Why are MAPs any more likely to commit criminal offenses? MAPs love children. They don't hurt them. I was a minor when I first started talking to MAPs on the internet. Wholesale hatred of men who admit attraction to teenage girls is a sickness of modern society, in part caused by homosexuality and interracial relationships.
Oh, that is bullshit.
Progress isn't made by appealing to the ruling class. The f*** you mean ruling class? The ruling class are pedophiles like you. Why do you think Jeff Bezos built a rocket? When you're that rich and powerful, you don't have a soul anymore. You don't feel feelings anymore. The only way you get any sort of dopamine rush is when you shoot yourself into space or fuck children. Prostasia doesn't have a victim focus at all. All of their energy goes towards the normalization and the acceptance of pedophilia, hiding behind the left's language of social justice and the more libertarian right's language of free speech. They're basically just trying to hijack parts of every movement. So when I brought this up on Twitter, somebody who followed me was like, this is cancel culture. They were confused. They didn't understand why I was going on this witch hunt against an organization that was clearly, just trying to help people. So I've said this in other videos before, but I was one of those people that fell for this rhetoric. I believed it until I did more digging. You believe that there's good in everyone. You believe in rehabilitation. So do I. Tolerance is a great thing. But there's a line. And this is the line.
Thank you! Shoe on head, thank you!
We do not have to tolerate everything. Do not let these people take advantage of your kindness. That is the most serious I will ever be on this channel. But yeah, I just needed to talk about this because tax-exempted pedophile organization. So, thank you guys for watching, and that's it. Bye.
Yeah, fuck sickos. There's your video response.
You hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll be sure to do more. Alright, I'll catch you later.